Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of the Pentium 4 Recapathon. Today we will be working on this disgusting board from a Dell Dimension 4700. This board has mostly good capacitors, at least from the looks, but it has a simple problem. Well, the first and obvious problem is these dust bunnies. But the real issue with this thing is that it doesn't work. When you plug it in to a power supply and everything, it will start for maybe half a second and then shut off and blink an amber light, indicating a bad power supply. This will happen with any power supply, even ones that you have confirmed are good, so it does not start. This board is quite a bit newer than the other gel board I worked on. It has SATA, which is nice, AGP as well, so it can take a dedicated graphics card. It has some pretty cool features, and I do want to get this thing working, and I believe the issue is pretty simple. It is these capacitors as well as this one. As you can see, this one in particular is right next to the ATX connector, and this one's pretty close. So my guess is that it's just causing problems with power. So we're going to just replace them and see what happens. Now, I don't have the replacement caps in yet, and the reason why I am recording this now is because I'm going to remove these because I can't exactly read the values. They're like right up against the RAM slots and the other slots, so I can't actually tell what their values are, so I'm just going to... I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. So, I'm just going to get these out, and then we'll see. So, to get these capacitors out, I will be using the Hacko FR301 desoldering pump. This guy is awesome, and it's what's allowed me to make this series possible. So I'm going to move the board here, get this out, set it down, and I'm going to warm up my soldering iron, as we will need to add some extra solder to help with the process here. I'm recording this before recording part 2, by the way. This is the first time I'm actually recording getting caps out on video. So our capacitor is right here. I'm going to zoom in. So these two leads right here. This is the one right next to the ATX connector. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for my soldering iron to heat up, and then I'll be back. All right. All right, let's see if we're ready. Oh yeah. All right, so this process is pretty simple. I'm just gonna scoot my chair in here. See if I can do this. My soldering iron is not the greatest. Add extra solder. Perfect. Alright, now let's warm up the Hacko. This thing is also pretty simple. You just put it on and it works. So we gotta wait for this light to start flashing. I have this on setting 2, which is set to 750 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. So definitely don't want to touch this while it's in action. Also, sorry for the background noise. I have a fan going, and a window open down here, so I don't get air. Alright, there we go. It's blinking. Now, I simply go down on the point like that, wait about 5 or 6 seconds. I think that's clear. Let's check. Can't be sure yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and try the second point. It can take a few attempts. So I just find the best way is to get a nice big blob on the iron and then just put it down. Bit of a big blob, but if it works, it works. One, two, that's a really big blob. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see if we're clear. Nope. Definitely not yet clear. That's okay, we're just gonna keep trying what I've been trying. Now that I've gotten one of the leads out, though, it's actually going to be a lot easier to get the other one, in my experience. Now that I've actually got it off the board, because there's less sucking heat away. Heat is the enemy here. Alright, let's see. This can just suck up the lead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Progress. The lead came out, but the hole is still blocked. But that is progress. Alright, I think we got it. So, that capacitor is now out onto this guy right here that is just starting to bulge. So you can see it does take a little bit of effort to get one of these out, even with the Hacko, which is a very high quality tool. So now I'm going to go into a time lapse to do the remaining 2 capacitors. Just this video isn't too long, but yep, these leads right here are our next ones. So I'm going to start a time lapse right now. Alright, I've hacked together a quick test setup. Nothing's going to be plugged in other than VGA out. And by the way, the reason I haven't cleaned this out yet is because I got this thing in this horrible state, and I'm not going to bother with putting in the effort to do that much cleaning if the thing isn't even going to work. So if this thing works, it'll get cleaned. So now I just have to plug in video to the monitor. And then I plug in power, it'll auto start because there's no CMOS battery. And we'll see if it detects the PSU as being bad, even though its original PSU has been tested and it is good. And then we'll see. So we'll see if it does that, or if it decides to cooperate and just starts. So, where's my test plug? Here it is. Briefly, the first time I plugged it in, it turned on and gave a RAM error. So hopefully it was bad RAM and not bad RAM slots. I got the RAM out of this mixed up anyways though, so I'm not even sure where it came from. Oh no. It's still blinking. Oh, is it dead? Ooh, come on. Alright, I've removed several more, and I got one installed. I've gone with Worth caps wherever I could because I like Worth caps. And all these have been removed but not cleaned, and then these 3 have also been removed but not yet cleaned out. So I have to remove these 2, which are going to be really tricky. This one will be easy because I don't have to use the pliers. I have to replace this one. I'm not replacing that one because I'm not going to be able to get pliers in there. And I have to replace this one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to get out. And then I have to install all the rest of the new ones. And then we'll be ready for testing time. Alright, I got all the caps soldered in. I stopped time-lapsing for a while because... oh, that's my sweatshirt, by the way. Because I was in a call with some friends and I didn't want to get off, and after that it was just late. I didn't want to deal with it. But now it's time to test it, and I honestly don't think it's going to work. I don't have much confidence. But I have everything I should need for a quick test. I'm not even getting the fan. I'm just going to put the heatsink on there. I'm not going to have this on for any longer than a few seconds if it starts. But I don't think it will. Let's see. Holy crap. Ha! I had a PRAM battery in it this whole time, by the way. I forgot to remove it. Oh, come on. What's it doing? It has no RAM, I just realized. But it should at least beep.